Assalamu alaikum, beautiful creatures. Today we're going to bake a cake, and it's a lemon and orange rind cake. It's a basic cake. You can opt to leave out the orange and lemon rind. You can put vanilla essence instead, cocoa powder, whatever you wish. It's just that the lemon rind is the one I've chosen for today. This is the kind of lemon we're using. I've already grated it. So that's the rind, orange and lemon rind. We're going to use 6 eggs, 12 ounces of flour, 12 ounces of sugar, and 12 ounces of margarine or butter, whatever you choose. I find with butter the cake becomes very dense. With margarine it's light and fluffy. So it's entirely up to you. We're going to use 6 teaspoons of baking powder. Now we're going to start with the sugar and the margarine. We're going to blend it till it's light and creamy. I prefer adding my baking powder to the sugar. It mixes up properly and the rising is much better. So I'll just put in 6 teaspoons. Now next is the margarine. I have never timed how long it takes to cream it, but I guess I'll have to give you a basic idea. So this is what it looks like before we start. I'm going to show you what it looks like once we're done. So after approximately 4 minutes of beating, this is what it looks like. It's light and creamy. And now when we start adding the eggs and the flour, we're going to do it gradually, not all at once. We're going to beat it approximately again for 4 minutes each, and we're going to first start with the eggs, 2 eggs at a time, a bit of flour. Once we've beaten the eggs for 4 minutes, we'll add some flour to it, beat it, add eggs again, and continue with this process until all our ingredients are mixed together. So I'm going to start with the eggs. So I've broken 2 eggs, and now we're going to start mixing it up until it's all incorporated. After beating the 2 eggs in, this is what the mixture looks like. Now we're going to add in some flour. Just give it a bit of a mix so it doesn't go flying everywhere. And now we're going to start mixing. That's what it looks like once the flour has been incorporated. And now we're going to finish off the whole process by adding 2 eggs, the rest of the flour, 2 eggs again, and a bit more of the flour. After that, we're going to add in the rind and the lemon juice. So this is the final eggs incorporated. Now we're going to put the flour, the last bit of the flour. So that's the last bit of the flour. We're going to give it a bit of a mix, and then we're going to blend it in. Then the final touch is to add our lemon rind and orange rind before we put it in to bake. Now in goes the juice of half a lemon. In case you notice that your mixture is too runny, you can put a tablespoon or 2 or even 3 more of flour. just to get the right consistency, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. That's the lemon juice, and that's the rind. Give it a mix and we're ready to go baking. So there we have it. I have preheated my oven at 180 and we're going to bake the cake for 45 minutes approximately. You're gonna have to stick in a knife or a skewer just to see if it's cooked, but most of the time it is cooked and it's ready by 45 minutes. And I have lightly floured, I have greased it with margarine and floured the surface of this baking tray. And this is the consistency of our cake, not too runny and not too thick. So I'm going to pour it into a baking tray and put it into the oven for a 45-minute of baking. So that's our cake. We're going to just get it to be even. Give it a slight tap. Remove all the air bubbles. And we're going to pop it into the oven. It's been 45 minutes and we're going to check if our knife comes out clean. All clean. Means our cake is ready. Now we're going to let it cool. Once it's cooled down, we're going to put the icing and it will be ready to eat. So this is 1 cup of sugar which I have ground at home, and we're going to squeeze a few drops of lemon into it to make a thick lemon glaze. I've used half a lemon and we might just need some more. It all depends. I'm going to personally add the other half of the lemon, so it's 1 full lemon. The consistency has to be liquid where you can pour it onto the cake. So let me just add the other half. So that's what it looks like after a full lemon. It's all mixed, but I fancy a tad bit of orange flavor to it. So I'm just going to squeeze out some orange in it, just so it gets a bit of a runny consistency. So that's what it looks like after adding maybe a tablespoon of orange and a full lemon. Now I'm going to add a bit of the lemon and orange zest to it, just to give it a nice look as well as flavor. Once the cake is ready and it's cooled down, we're going to pour this on top. So this is our final product. The cake baked, glazed and slightly decorated. You can see it's risen quite well and fluffed up. Anyway, do try it and let me know how yours turn out.